Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about few things that you should keep in mind when you're building machine learning model. Because building a machine learning model is very easy, but building a end-to-end machine learning model, end-to-end project on top of that is little bit hard. So that keep in we'll discuss know that some few things that you should keep in mind when you're building machine learning project. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing that you should need that data. So when you're building any AI related tasks, when you're building any project related to AI or ML, so data is needed. So without data you cannot do anything. So for that collecting a data is very daunting task, because you when you're building any when you're building any project that for your college or any other purpose, so you will easily use the data what is in the Kaggle. But when you building actual real world application, or when you working for an industry, the Kaggle dataset is not use it. So for that you need to collecting the data from the other source. Maybe you have to use web scraping or AI integration, or AI not AI API integration. Using API you can collect the data. So if for those if need that need you should need that how to web scrape the data and how to take the data from using the API. You should know all of these things when you're building a real world application. So collecting data is very hard. Number two is insufficient or unlevel data. Mainly that you just collect the data is not end. You have to get the minimum data, because you just collecting the 500 or 100 rows in your data. It's not enough, because machine learning is hungry. How much data you will give, the bigger output you will get. So you have to put good amount of data. So you have to collecting around above 20,000 or 30,000 data minimum, I will say. Okay, so for that another things, the unlabeled data, because when you're building any computer vision tasks, so labeling is very important. Like for example, you will building the quad deck cat deck dog classifier. So for that you have to use just use the scraping the data from website like maybe Google or any other website. So you'll easily get the cat and dog data. But when you're building the going to build the any model using CNN or any other architecture, so it will not help, because your data is not label means that you should the write in the on the data on the image that it is a cat or dog. So okay, so first you have to write it, you have to labeling it. So for that you need to do it manually. So it's very hard to labeling the manually all the data. Like if you have a like 20,000 data set, but to 30,000 data, it's hard to label it manually. So you have to keep in mind in this perspective. Okay, so number three is very important. You should keep in mind, because when you gather data you have lots of irrelevant features. So irrelevant features you should not need. Irrelevant features means your data have a like 20 50 columns. Out of these your just useful columns are 10 or 12. So rest of the columns are not useful. So when you if you keep all of the columns when you building the model, when you train the model, so you will not get the accurate output, because this is irrelevant features that do your model noisy. So for that you have to extract all of the features. So feature selection feature extraction is very important. So you have to know how to extract the features. You should use lots of any algorithm to find the accurate or accurate features from your dataset you can use. Okay, so and the next things you should keep in mind is that you have to overfitting is very important. Okay, your data set is not overfitting, because when you're building AI model your data could performs on the training data, when you comes to in new data, it will not give the accurate output. So you have to also keep in mind its model is not overfitting. Okay, isn't overfitting. Number, you have to poor data, numbers, next poor quality data, like your data set very poor quality, because your data set doesn't have any actual lots of missing value added in your data set, and lots of noisy data, missing value outliers present in your data set. That kind of data not give you the good output. So you have to keep in mind that your dataset doesn't have any missing value or any outliers or any type of irrelevant features, irrelevant data, like there's a your dataset has a categorical features. Some of the color rows have the numerical value, like lots of sign characters added in your dataset, so it not give the accurate output when you train on that type of dataset. Okay, last and important things, that's called software integration. This is very important, because most of the important important things that I'm talking about software integration, because you just make the model and end, it's not happening, it's not good, because when you not building any software integration, if you are not integrate your model in the software, so how user use it? So first you have to know that how to integrate with the software. Okay, you have to make the end-to-end product, because building a model is another things and building a software application is another. So there is a two part. Okay, so you have to keep in mind also. Lots of tools out there coming out to building software integration, like MLOps is coming. MLOps, you can do MLOps, lots of tool like GitHub Action, DVC, CI/CD pipeline, lots of things out there available. You can use to make your model automate. And there's a automatic tool, because you just put the dataset and they give you the, you don't need to change your model and train model again and again. You just put the data and they give you the output on the based on the new dataset. Okay, you can use, there lots of tools, you can learn it from online, or you can easily get. So there's a few things you should keep in mind when you're building any ML model, because there's a lots of things out there, but there's a few things I just discuss about, so that you can learn and use it when you're building any AI or ML model, because these are the things is very important. So if you like this video, please like, and if you leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, bye.